Joining us now is Florida Congressman Byron Donalds. Congressman, it is great to have you, and it's nice to have you here because I'm just going to put you on the spot. You know your name is being floated out there as vice presidential material. Comment on the latest developments in the campaign and also on those rumors.
Well, first, let's just say this. Governor DeSantis, he fought hard. He entered this campaign truly believing that he was going to be our nominee to lead our party and to help get our country back on track. Republican voters stood strongly behind President Trump. He made the absolute right decision to drop out at this point in time. And I'll tell you, he's absolutely correct. The time has come for Republicans to unite behind President Donald J. Trump. We have an enemy in the White House. We have radicals through our government, and we have to be united as a party in order to get our government under control so our country can flourish and our people can truly live out the American dream. So, look, I want to thank the governor for being in this race. Political campaigns are hard. It's tough on everybody, but he made the right decision today. Now it's time to go win back the White House.
Congressman Ed Henry here. Great answer, but I didn't hear the part about the potential vice presidential running mate that Chris dropped in there ever so slightly. I know you can't comment extensively, but what are your thoughts about the fact that we're on to the general election now, essentially? That's where a lot of people are looking, and your name keeps coming up as a young conservative voice that the president is very comfortable with. Would being on the ticket with him be something you'd be interested in?
Well, look, Ed, I appreciate you not letting me off the hook. So, look, I'll be direct with you. It's really an honor to be mentioned. It's something that, going into Congress, you don't really think about. And so for voters and people in politics to constantly bring your name up is really humbling, really an honor. I'm going to do whatever President Trump needs done in order for us to get him back in the White House. If it's that seat, so be it. If it's other things, that's fine as well. I'm committed to saving the country. That's what I'm focused on. He'll make that decision when the time comes. But I think you raised a very good point. We are now focused on the general election. I believe Tuesday night in New Hampshire, we're going to go ahead and win that in a big way. And then Nikki Haley, it'll be time for her to drop out, in my opinion. And at that point, we need to be focused on Joe Biden and the radical Democrats and what they're doing to this country.
Congressman, the United States is at a crossroads. I don't think I'm talking out of school when I say that there's some big decisions we're making as a country as to which direction we're going to go in. Are we going to be a socialist European-style country, or are we going to return back to our roots and be a government of, by, and for the people, a country that is prosperous, secure, and strong? And I think that discussion has to start with your party, the Republican Party. There are two different schools of thought that divide your party right now. One that looks over the Democrat side and sees all the extremism, all the socialism, all the left-wing nonsense that's going on that's hurting so many people, and says, hey, they have a point. We got to stroke our chins thoughtfully and get along with them. And then there's the Donald Trump wing that says, look, let's go to common sense conservatism. Let's get back to the Constitution, and let's start giving the American people a choice. Do you think the Republicans have it in them to give Americans that choice this cycle?
I think we do. I think most of us do. Look, Chris, what you're talking about is this conversation on Capitol Hill between governing and leadership. And those who say we have to show we can govern always talk about trying to find a way to keep the wheels of government moving when you're negotiating with a very radical party in the Democrat Party. I think where our party must be is the party of leadership. We have to demonstrate where the country should go. We must be very adamant about that. We cannot compromise on core principles. And that is what Donald Trump has done with our party. He's shown Republicans that you can say these things that put our country first. You can get into office and actually do them, and the voters will be behind you. We got to get to that. As long as we do that, I think our battle with the Democrats will be fine and we'll win, because every American just wants common sense back. I don't care if you're a Democrat, an independent, a Republican. We need common sense governing the day in our country, not capitulation or weak compromises with the radical Democrats. That's only going to leave our country further behind. It will not help our people.
Conservative Congressman Byron Donalds, thank you very much, man. Appreciate the discussion on a breaking news night that's quite extraordinary. Thank you.